Thanks for listening. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about when you're a brand new coach and you're hearing all these terms, challenge pack, success club, what is it? And I was actually very confused by it when I started. So I just wanted to spend a few minutes going over that. One of the reasons I hesitated to coach when I was first a challenger was because I did not buy the challenge pack. I was the girl who wanted just the DVDs and didn't even want to try Shakeology. The things that scared me were auto ship, not a protein shake kind of girl, all of those things that you guys are hearing. And so, take time with those people because they may end up being a great coach, okay? So I slowly decided I wanted to try Shakeology just based on the challenge group atmosphere. And once I tried it, I of course loved it and thought, oh wow, this is way easier than what I was doing before, just eating my 4 reds of chicken. So it gave me something to look forward to, and I decided I have to try this coaching thing. So then comes Success Club. All I kind of heard was you've got to make Success Club, and that means 3 challenge packs a month. And I thought, okay, well, I'm pretty sure I can sign 3 people up, right? You have 30 or 31 days every single month to do that. And figuring out why it was important, I didn't even spend much time on it. I just thought, I've got to get my 3. So let's go back to why it's important. It's basically a system that Beachbody created, I guess something in like 2010 or 2011. It wasn't always part of the background of having Success Club, but they did it as a recognition and rewards program. So just like when you go to Safeway and you get your little coupons every time you buy groceries and then you get some free cups or a knife, it's the same thing with Beachbody and Success Club. It's their way of recognizing that, hey, you're making lots of sales, you're helping out lots of people, they're changing their lives, and you're doing it consistently. So guess what? We'll reward you a little bit every month if you do it. So you'll get a free apron or a free bag. But if you're doing really well, if you're helping 5 people and hitting Success Club 10, you'll get some free leads that are paying Winter Emerald, right? So there's lots of little bonuses as you go in the Beachbody business for hitting Success Club. And number one, it's just your landmark. You want to make sure you're helping your 3 people just so you know your business is going well. You're doing a good job. You're putting in lots of effort. And it's a way for you to know, okay, I either have to step up my game or change the way I'm doing things, or, hey, wow, I'm doing amazing. I'm at Success Club 15. So it's just a little bit of feedback for new people and veterans at how their business is going on that month. Now, most people have jobs or students where they don't really have to work hard to set the business up. They go in, they do their duties, and they leave. I'm a physiotherapist and I'm self-employed. So it's similar to Beachbody because I have to work hard to get clientele. And when I was a brand new physio, which is 12 years ago now, I had to do free seminars. I would go to the running room and do talks on running and getting in shape and preventing injuries. And I took that time to build my business because I wanted my schedule full, because when my schedule is full, that's how I made some money, right? If I had gaps in my schedule, it just meant $0. That's the life of being a self-employed business person. So my physio background helped me with my Beachbody career in knowing that I have to put some effort in. I have to do some things to attract people to come to me so that I can get the business. And that's where running the free groups, whether it's, clean eating, crock-pot group, fitness groups, whatever you're doing, those free groups are key for building trust. So I used my knowledge from becoming a physio and trying to get new clients coming in to this concept as well by doing the free groups, by really offering free service to people. So that's key for getting people to follow you, trust you, and want to join your group and, invest into your group, which means buying a challenge pack, right? So I looked at some stats, and I guess in 2011, all coaches, so we're talking brand new coaches, diamond coaches, star diamond coaches, those who hit Success Club every single month saw their paycheck increase by 234%. So it is a financially driven basis too. If you're doing well at Success Club, your paycheck's going to be bigger. And not everyone is in this for financial reasons, but it sure helps if your Shakeology is covered for the month and your coaching fee. And if you have a little extra to spend on yourself or your bills, your debt, whatever, right? So I think we can't ignore that part. You're getting more value if you hit Success Club with your Beachbody business. And you really want to treat it like a true business, not as a hobby. If you're treating it as a hobby, 1 month you're going to hit Success Club and the next month you're not, and it's just going to be up and down and you're not going to see any growth. And then you're going to get frustrated. So I think I'm not even a year into this. You know, you have to just steadily work really, really hard until you get to a certain point where you have a little bit more of a following, you have a bit more of a team, and then there's a little bit more stability in your paycheck. And I'm finally seeing that happen. My paychecks were up, down, and so much of it was based on my sales. Now I'm finally seeing it sort of plateau where it's a nice steady income. And I think for most of us at the beginning, that's what we're craving, right? Is a bit of a steady paycheck from this, because we're there every day, we're posting every day, we're messaging every day, we're, inviting and adding new friends every day. So you want that in your financial aspect of things too, where it's consistent. So I think you have to just plow away and try and set yourself some huge goals. So that's my next thing, is setting goals. If Success Club 5 is a goal, that's fantastic. Let's say you make that by the 15th. So what are you going to do? Wait till the next month to sign up any future people? I don't think that's the way to run this business. You have to put yourself at a bit of a risk. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep getting people to sign up. I never once stopped at Success Club 5. And I think that's key in growing your business faster. So if you're at Success Club 5, you don't want to hold off. You want to keep adding, keep pushing. Make it a little personal competition with yourself or with your team members of what's the best you can do this month. And yes, next month might be a bit harder if you got Success Club 30 this month, but that's okay. It puts you out of your comfort zone, and that's how you're going to recruit more coaches and see your business really expand. So Success Club really is key for getting your business to the next step. And writing down your goal and, talking about it with your spouse is important, or your friends, or with your team members, or in all the group pages. There's so many group pages. You can find one to share your goal. My husband is on it with me with Success Club. Every single day he says, "What are you at now?" Like, we are always talking about it. He doesn't run the business, but he knows it's important to me. And it's my benchmark. I work really hard to get it. And some months are a struggle, right? When you're struggling, though, that's not when you give up and say, "Oh, this business is too exhausting and everyone has the 21-day fix and there's a gazillion Beachbody coaches out there." No, that's when you start adding new friends and networking a little bit harder and offering a free group. And I am running 4 challenge groups this month because I was so stuck last month at the beginning. I basically decided, okay, I'm going to run another hammer and chisel group. Oh, well, it's going to be 60 days of hardness because I'm doing it on my own, but I didn't care. I wanted some more Success Club points. So I've got a PIO group, a hammer and chisel group, my 21-day fix group. I'm inundated with groups, but I did that so that I could offer this service, maybe get a few more challenge packs sold for each of those groups, and boom, I always hit Success Club 10. So it's not always easy, but you have to be creative and find a way that you can do it. And sometimes that's going to require more work than other months. Some months you're really lucky and you'll get a referral where they want to buy a challenge pack and hey, they brought along 2 friends. There you go. One day you hit Success Club 6. That's amazing. You've got to love when that happens, but you cannot count on that to happen every month. You need to be inviting and messaging and creating relationships. I think most people struggle with the creating relationships part. We seem to do really well at the beginning when it's our warm market and we've got family members or close friends joining us. And once those have exhausted, it is different. Your business changes. So this is where becoming a passionate coach and a coach who's consistent and always posting and sharing about Beachbody will serve you well. I'm at Success Club 23 today, and my husband's account, I got to Success Club 6. And not one of those is the person I know. They have all been friends of friends or new people in my network. And the way it's happening is a lot of them come to me and say, wow, gosh, you're so passionate about this. I want you to be my coach. And some of them are switching to me, and some of them are brand new and are just saying, I've been watching you do this for 11 months now, and I want to be part of it. So I think that is key, is if you can be the most excited about it, the most consistent and loyal as a coach about it, you're going to get those referrals and you're going to get strangers coming to you. And ultimately, it's going to make your job a little bit easier. So that's my advice on, networking and really trying to create relationships. Another thing, I think it was the free Darren Hardy call. That was like back in the fall, if you hit Success Club. He said, be a fan of your fans. And I have never forgotten that one. So I spend time, anyone who likes my fitness page or who's commenting, I'm going back to their page and I'm commenting and liking, and I have a list of their names because I don't know them. They're all new to me. I can't remember what their name is half the time unless it's written down. So I am a huge fan of them. I'm trying to negotiate, build a relationship with them through their Facebook page or their Instagram page. And I think that comes back. It doesn't happen instantly, but it comes back. They decide, hey, I kind of like that Nicole girl. She's always commenting, liking my pictures, blah, blah, blah. You want to be a fan of your fans. So that's what I've decided are the most important things, is to really create trust, to be a fan of your fan, and, sharing your story, your struggles, being vulnerable. The picture, you may have seen that picture of me when I was pregnant with my twins, and it was one of my only pictures because I was so miserable and uncomfortable that summer. I had like a few pictures and that's it. And I was smiling in that picture because I was about to get induced the next morning. And my husband was like, we need a picture to show these kids, what you went through. And never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be plastering it all over social media. But it really helps people see that, wow, I did go through a huge change with this. And wow, working out at home does work. And so sharing your vulnerable side is key. You have to open up. Maybe you struggled with an eating disorder, or maybe you've always been skinny but not fit. Whatever it is, you have to share your story and your struggle so that they can relate with you. So I think those are my big points on, hitting Success Club. And the importance is not to give up. If I'm at Success Club 2 and it's the 15th, you better believe that's going to be my number one priority. I'm not sitting at home watching a movie with my husband. I am messaging and creating relationships because for me, it's a must. I start the month off thinking about Success Club and what my goal is. And I finish the month off strong, thinking about what my final goal is and if I achieved it. So all month it's Success Club. And then once we hit May 1st, we do it all over again. And you have to really do it month per month like that. And, you're going to have obstacles if you're traveling or if you're sick. It's not going to be easy those months. I'm having a hernia operated on in June, and I'm already thinking, okay, May, I'm going to have to plant a lot of seeds because June is going to be hard for me. So, I need to prepare for that. If I'm going on vacation, I plan it as well. I might offer a group starting the day of my vacation so that I can get all those sales in before my vacation even starts, so that I don't have to stress about it while I'm gone. And I do stress about it. I want to hit Success Club. It is that vital to me. And it should be important to you to hit Success Club if you're in this. Yes, there's, coaches out there who do this as a hobby and maybe don't care about the points. But then it's like, well, why are you doing this, right? You want to be in a company where you're working hard and thriving and seeing some of the rewards. And as I go along this Beachbody journey, they're really making Success Club more and more valuable. So now next year for the Success Club trip, you actually have to be hitting Success Club to do it. And, you know, for Summit, which I've never been to, which I'm so excited to go to, if you're one of the top, I think, 250 diamond coaches in Success Club points, you get to skip the line for the shopping at the core. And, you know, that's incentive. I think that really helps people push. So it seems like Beachbody is rewarding more and more with Success Club as well. And so your life will get easier if you hit Success Club. If you get some of these perks, you're going to enjoy it more. You're going to feel more recognized and more valuable as well. So those are some of my top ideas about Success Club. And I thought I could open it up to questions after this.
The lineup at the core shopping in Nashville is the most insane thing you will ever see. So when I saw that that was the promotion, I'm like, oh, I need that so bad. It is insane. It's like hours long because the stuff in there is just that good. It's so
I believe it. Well, especially as Canadians, we can't buy half the stuff. So
exactly.
You want to do some shopping.
And you don't have to wait like to get it shipped. You don't have to pay for shipping. And the nice thing is they have their tills signed up to your coach account. So you actually get volume for your pieces in the core. Yeah, which is really cool. But yeah, it's amazing. So thank you so much, Nicole. Definitely ask some questions, guys, while we're here and all together. Hands up for who is a newer coach. Awesome. That's super exciting, guys. And, you know, it's funny because you think, oh, Success Club, it must come easy to someone like, you know, Nicole or Kirsten or people who have done this for a long time. I still work my booty off every day to hit it. You know, I keep that fire in me that, okay, this is something that I need to get done. I want it by the 15th. And I set that number so that I'm not stressed about it the rest of the month. But that's my benchmark so that the rest of the month is just a bunch of invites, crazy invites, so many invites for the next month. So just don't be stressed out about it. Be excited by it because it's something very doable. And a lot of people say, well, who do I invite? Who do I send those invitations to? And you know how we always tell you to grow your market, to add new friends on Facebook, to expand your Instagram? That's why. Because there's a point where, you know, when I first started coaching, I only had like 120 friends on Facebook. And that was like high school and college friends and some family. And that was it. And I thought, well, how am I going to grow a 6-figure business by 120 people on Facebook? It's not realistic. So every day I add like probably 10 or 15 people, friends of friends of friends of friends. And then when they accept, you send a welcome message because those are the people you're going to invite the next month. So do that every day. And it'll be a lot easier for you to think, okay, who am I going to invite? You're going to invite your new friends from last month. So that's what I do.
And I also think those new friends are the ones that, you know, you're writing the names down. And Facebook tracks it for you, recent friends, which in case you didn't write it down. And you're going to go to their page and you're going to comment on their posts. And, you know, I had a girl buy a challenge pack last night who I've never met. And we have 4 or 5 mutual friends. So when I sent her the friend request on purpose, and I wrote her a little message of like, oh, hey, we have like so many mutual friends. I thought I'd add you. And she said, yeah, you know, I don't know you either, but hey, I like your page because she already checked it out, right? She's not going to accept my friend request until, you know, she's looked at who I am. And she said to me, I'm so opposed to anything auto ship because she approached me about it actually because we're too new of friends. I thought I'm not going to invite her right away, but she approached me about it. And so that's a beautiful thing. I just added a friend of, you know, 5 friends and there you go. She came to me. So you never know who's going to want to join you. You just got to keep adding to your network and trusting.
And I think that's where the posting really often comes into play too, Nicole, because she scrolled through your page, right? So she knew, okay, she actually does this regularly. This must be her career, right? Just by looking at it, because it's minimum 3 times a day. So it's not like the gap between the most recent post and the last post was like 3 weeks. And one was like a BuzzFeed video or something. It's like you actually are, you know, running a business, and people can tell that right away when they scroll through your Facebook page. So that's a good little exercise to do sometimes, is just go to your own Facebook page, or pair up with a friend and be like, okay, we need to critique each other's Facebook page, and go through and like, yeah, okay, you totally look like a coach, look like a rock star coach. Perfect. So just making sure that people know what you do just at first glance, because had Nicole not been posting like in 2 weeks time and that girl was scrolling through, she would never have known to approach Nicole about that. Right. So
she specifically said, hey, I want to join your May 2nd challenge group. So that's just it. I'm not inundating people with my challenge group ad, but you know, they know what I look like. They know a lot about my life. And I had a new friend come over last week, and she knows all about me, and I didn't even know what she looks like. And she sells rodent and fields. And I thought, oh, isn't that funny? That's what you look like. She was beautiful. I had no idea. You know, her profile pictures of her daughter. And you want to put your face on your pictures. And I know it feels weird, because I never took a selfie before in my life until I was a Beachbody coach, or actually till I was a challenger. I was submitting in the little challenge groups. But you know, you want your face out there so that your new friends can recognize you and know who you are on your good days with makeup and your bad days without, right? You want them to see the real you.
Definitely. Okay. Do I have to pick on someone to ask a question or see how things are going? That's my favorite part. Okay, let's see here.
Wait, I really actually have a question.
Yeah, girl, go.
Do you get more cold friends, I guess, if you want to call it that, from Instagram?
I haven't myself. I did get a coach, which helped get me to Diamond, you know, back in the fall. And she's since quit. It wasn't for her, but it was a great stepping stone to have her as a coach when I needed my 8. So I still do Instagram like crazy. Mm-hmm. I am trying to build my Instagram, and I have a girl right now who, you know, we're friends on Facebook because of Instagram, who I'm working with on potentially being a coach. Mm-hmm. So it's coming with Instagram. I think Facebook's a bit easier for me, at least. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't doubt Instagram. I think it's key.
Okay. I'd say awesome. My challengers end up being 80-40. So 40% from Instagram, 80% from Facebook. Yeah.
I have a hard time adding friends.
It's one of those things that you just do, right? Just like close your eyes and just do it. Just go crazy. And it helps. Like once you start like adding like a stranger, okay? So you have that stranger. Oh my God, Ruby, get out of here. Adding a stranger, and then you can add maybe a few of their friends, and then maybe a few of their friends, and you're commenting on their stuff. So they're going to see you, right? So don't ever feel like it's weird or strange or uncomfortable, because once you get over that, it just becomes part of your daily power hour. You're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't even like, I look to make sure they're not a coach themselves and that we don't have any mutual friends with top coaches. That's really all I look for. And then I add them from there.
That's cool. Thank you.
I think another thing too, when I first signed up to coach, I remember posting once a day and messaging my coach at the time and saying, oh my God, I must be so annoying. I'm posting on Facebook once a day. And, you know, I very quickly got over that. And now I probably post 3 to 5 times a day, every single day. And I don't even care. It doesn't bother me. I'm running a business. This is not about your opinion of me, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's making a difference for my family. And I just try and keep that at the forefront, because sure, I'm unfollowed by some friends, and sure, there's some nasty comments out there, but in one ear, out the other. It's really easy to click unfollow, but stay friends. So, you know, just focus on your network. And that's another thing, that unfollow a lot of the Beachbody coaches. And even a lot of you who ask me for a friend request, I decline because I want you to just follow, because I only get 5,000 friends, right? So if you're watching my page just to see what I'm doing, just follow it. You know, I don't accept all the friend requests, because I don't want to see your advertising. I want to see the people, my network of who I'm trying to get to join my group. So I don't even accept those friend requests anymore. I check, are you a Beachbody coach? Decline. And then you automatically follow my page. And that's because I don't want to see your news feed, right? You want to focus on yours. And something I did was at the beginning, watch a ton of the top coaches, and there's one top Canadian coach, Jamie Fitzpatrick, and him and I started at about the similar time. He's a few months ahead of me, and we were interacting a little bit. Somehow I found him and asked him a few questions. And I started to really compare myself to him because he's a 5-star, maybe 6-star by now. I have no idea already. And I was starting to be like, God, I can't catch up to Jamie Fitzpatrick. And it was driving me crazy. So now I no longer follow him or his wife's page. I'm just doing my own thing. And you just can't compare. You just got to do your own business, focus on your own thing. And sometimes it's a bit of a hindrance if you're following someone who's doing so well and so quickly, because it was starting to get to me, even though I'm reading my personal development. And my husband was like, he's on a different journey than you. Just forget about him. And I was like, you're right. Like, just unfollow. I know what I'm doing now as a coach. I am sharing my story, my life, doing it my way with my twist. And so, I don't spend much time liking other coaches' posts other than my own downline. I click on theirs because I see theirs right away. I have it programmed that way, so I'm supporting them because I know when you're new, it sucks if no one likes your posts. But they're still watching. There's so many people watching that aren't liking. And so that's some advice too is, just do your own thing. Don't follow all the top 10 coaches consistently. Like, check their name and go check their page if you need an idea, sure. But don't steal their post. Don't, steal their picture. Like, do your own thing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It's tough not to play the comparison game, especially when you're like, oh, that person signed up at the same time as me. But oh my gosh, like if I did that, I would just be losing it. And it's crazy because like even with one of my best friends and fellow coaches, she hit 5-star in December, and she's about 3 or 4 months ahead of me. And I was like, I should be happy for her. I shouldn't be like sitting here like grumpy that I didn't hit it. And here I am. It just took me a little longer. It took me 4 months longer and I caught up. It's okay. But it's nice to have that person that pushes you forward. But it's also really easy to be like, oh man, like I didn't hit 4-star before the new year. Like that's upsetting. And then you're like, what? Shut up. Like you're doing amazing. Like you're a rock star. You are doing really well. Your business is growing. You don't work full time. Like that's cool. So you have to remember to like just take a step back and just look inward and be like, yeah, this is working for me. So
exactly. And that's another place where Success Club is important. If you're hitting that goal, you're doing the right things. Everyone's journey is going to be different. And so you're on your own journey. There's no comparisons. There's no race. And it really does reflect how hard you're working over time. But if you're working so hard that you have zero fun in your life, you're not going to want to keep doing this. So you have to find the balance too. You have to really, set your time aside and work hard and efficiently at it. So you're not following other coaches. You're looking at new people and creating relationships while you're on Facebook and posting, and then you're done. Back to your family or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. And we have 6 days left. And if you think about it, 6 days left in the month. Let's say you add 10 people each day. That's really easy to do, actually. Sometimes I get adding and Facebook's like, hey girl, like that's enough for today. I'm like, God, I only got to 30. But that's a lot of time to add people. It's a lot of time to send out messages. It's a lot of time to make really genuine interactions with the new people on your Facebook page. Like Nicole said, like commenting on someone's picture or liking things or sending them just a message of gratitude. There's a lot of time for that. So I think if you guys sent out those invites and did all that within the next 6 days, every single one of you will be in Success Club without a shadow of a doubt. That will happen for you guys.
And sometimes it does take a little push, but I'm not pushy like salesy, but I do say to them, well, if you want to be in this group that starts next Monday, you need to order it today because by the time you get your kit, you're already going to be a little bit behind. So I do follow up with a little bit of a pressure like that and say, hey, the group starts next Monday, but I'm actually starting this coming Monday with the pre-start. So you want to get your kit in time if you're going to do this. And so I am not afraid to do that, and it mostly works. And it's amazing how people will say, oh, I want to do it, and then it takes them 3 or 4 days to order it. So I don't wait that long. Day one, they haven't ordered. I'm like, I ask them like blindly, oh, did you order? I didn't see your order. And then, oh, I haven't done it yet. And which link do I use? And that whole thing of maybe they have an account already. It takes some time to maybe switch them over. So you've got to, be on it.
Definitely.
And that's another reason I say, oh, did you order? Because I didn't see your order. And maybe you had a coach from a previous account. Like there's a lot of things you can bring up to question them, to kind of pressure them, see if they're doing this or not. And if you're at Success Club 2 and we have 6 days left, you can definitely get 2 more sales. Definitely. But you're going to have to work for it. It's not just going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Just about that, when someone says, yes, I'm going to order, and you send them the link and, okay, girl, let me know when you did order. And then they just don't. I feel pushy when I'm like, hey, I didn't see your stuff come up. And with this one challenger, I guess, I already asked her if she had time to watch the videos, and she's like, I did, I just haven't had time to respond. So she kind of already responded to me, and well, I did, I just haven't had time, and you're kind of pushing me. At least that's the way I do it anyway.
So you sent her videos on what, like the 21-day fix or something?
Yeah, and then she said, I did watch them, and I'm in, I just haven't had time to respond. And then we had more of a conversation, and she said, yes, send me the link, I want to do it. So I sent her the link, and I'm trying to give her time because of how she responded last time. I just know it takes her a bit to get back to me.
So then that's when I would follow up and say, it typically takes 7 to 10 days to get your order, and I know you really want to do this, so get your order in tonight so that you'll get it in time. Simple as that.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, keep it simple. Don't be all word vomity, because that's when it gets awkward and uncomfortable. Just like Nicole said, like a sentence. It's so simple.
Okay.
And I usually finish it with instructions like that. Get your order in tonight. Like, and then if it's not there by the morning, I honestly do, like, let's say she responds okay. And if it's not there in the morning, I'll say, did you do it? Because I don't see your order. And I always like to check to make sure you ordered the correct thing, because God knows people still screw it up even though you send the link. So, you know, you want to really make sure that if she, and I might even say, if you really want to do this, now is the time to be in the challenge group and get the full benefit of it. You don't want to join late. It's not as good.
Okay. Thanks.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I was just gonna, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, when you're requesting friends on Facebook that you don't know, what's your success rate of them accepting your friend request? Like
it really depends, I think.
Yeah. I did that yesterday or the day before. I think I tried to friend 10 people that I didn't know that I had mutual friends with, and only one accepted. One sent a fairly nasty response. And I haven't heard from the others. So I don't know if I'm...
So what was the nasty response? Like someone you had a mutual friend with sent you a, like, why are you sending me a friend request?
Yeah, exactly. She said, do I know you? And I said, no. And I said, we had a mutual friend, and I just was trying to connect with more positive, kind of uplifting women on Facebook. And she said, oh, I think it's weird that you want to connect with people you don't know. And I think it's even weirder if people accept those friend requests. And,
okay. So we'll let her go, right?
Yeah, totally. I don't want that on my Facebook page anyways.
And I would say I get maybe 1 in 20 or 30 that do something like that, where you're like, all right, whatever. But yeah, if they accept my friend request, I do introduce myself. And I honestly don't really do any more of the, oh, hey, I'm an online health and fitness coach. I just say, oh, hey, I saw you're friends with so-and-so and so-and-so. I thought I'd add you to my Facebook because they're great girls or whatever, right? And then we start having a conversation, and I see they have kids in their picture, and I say, yeah, I saw you have 2 kids too, or whatever, you know, just try and make it all about them. And, you know, Beachbody, I hope, doesn't have a bad name out there of just adding people and then inviting them to a challenge group right away, because you don't want to create that kind of reputation, right? And I don't think we do, but for sure there's some people out there who do that, and that's not, it's tacky, right? You want to get to know the person a little bit, and that's where it takes time. So if you're a brand new coach and you're enjoying your warm market when you're getting Success Club, whatever, 10 and up, this is your time for creating relationships for down the road when all your friends have bought. So it's really important as a new coach to start doing this, because it could last 6 months, your warm market, it could last 3 months. So you want to be really kind of adding every day. And a lot of people don't accept, but then sometimes you'll get like 5 out of 10 accepting, and you're like, great. But I think that's where also, if your page has some value, So I often send a bunch of friend requests after I've posted a recipe because they go, oh, look, she shares recipes. Or after I've posted my transformation and they go, oh, wow, what the heck's that girl doing? And look at that stomach, holy cow. And they're just curious and they want to follow. They don't want to miss the next one, right? So I kind of plan when I ask for my friend requests. I actually don't do like 3 a day. I do it based around, okay, I just shared a recipe, add. Or something like I posted my new kitchen table yesterday and I had like 100 likes. People are all over that. So that's a good time to add people because people like that post. And so when they check my page, they say, oh, that's a cool table. I'll be friends with you. You know, I kind of plan it versus here's my challenge group ad. I'm going to add you. No, salesy, pushy. I do plan kind of when I send the friend request. They may not see it though right away. So it doesn't, a lot of people are on Facebook a lot. So
yeah, no, that's good advice. Thanks.
And
I have
that's
a question.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just like you guys said, like you guys add your friends and whatever, and then send your messages and introduce yourself or just talk about them kind of thing. And then like a month later, you said kind of go back and invite them. But then you also don't want to just like friend request, have them accept and then invite. So
no, that's where you're commenting on their page, right? That whole month in between.
I have like a list of everybody that accepts that I send a message to. And then like I'll go back and I'll either send them another message about something they've posted, or I'll just go back to their page. But I finally only post like once or twice a month or something.
Oh yeah. So I try and pick friends who are active on Facebook. If I look at a person's profile and they haven't posted since last year, I'm like, there's no point in me really adding you. I want people who are posting every month or every 2 weeks. And so, you know, they're not all going to like come over in a month. I get a lot of sales where it's like, 6 months ago we became friends.
Okay.
So, you know, that's why you got to add lots of people and comment a lot on them every time they post. And yeah, it's not an exact science, right? So that's why it's got to be steady.
I was just going to say something to what Nicole just said. I play the...
Oops. You're muted.
Oh, you're muted. Where are you?
Oh, hi. I'm here. So I was going to say that I was going to talk about just what Nicole was saying. Just sometimes like it takes a while. It's something that I've realized that I do a lot. Like I've been playing the long game with a lot of people. Yet last week when I got to host this call, I talked about something that I do, which is the highlighter challenge. So I write down everyone I talk to. And once I sell them a challenge pack, they become green. If I'm still in the works, they're yellow. Hillary has basically told me not to ever make anyone pink because they're never, ever not going to sign up. So I guess everyone's yellow now. But I think it's really important to remember that too. Like, make sure when you're talking to people, I have a lot of students in my personal network, and I can't tell you how many students I have who are like, Amanda, talking after exams are done and I'm so in. One of my who's on this call, Tina, she's a student and she did the exact same thing. And I was like, listen, Tina, you're going to want, and she signed up, right? So it works, but you have to play the long game for sure. And it's frustrating, like for sure it is. But I think if you're organized, you can feel good about the next successful 10. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'll just keep going and have those conversations with people and then make a list of people for next week. It really just goes back to the passion thing that Nicole was talking about, right? I'm just so passionate about this. And every day I just become more passionate. Yesterday, you guys will see a post that I'm going to post. Like yesterday I went and I tried on like running shorts at New Balance. And never in my life, ever have I purchased running shorts, ever. And I was literally in this change room like, oh my God. And I'm going to post that. And I know that's going to make a pretty big impact on people, like even people that know me personally. And then anyone who can relate to looking down and being like, I'm going to wear these and I'm not going to be embarrassed. So I was just really roundabout, but I think what I'm saying is just playing a game might be frustrating, but it's totally fit. And if you like social media, like I like social media, playing the long game and that's not for everyone. So you just have to figure out what works for you.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing too is really taking care of your challengers. So I posted my transformation last week, and one of my old challengers, who she's in my kind of permanent group, because she bought like months and months and months ago, she posted below as a comment, like, I need to go back in the group because she needs more help. And so when she wrote that, one of her friends wrote, well, if Chantal's doing it, I want to join too. And then a friend of that friend wrote, well, if, Karen's doing it, I want to do it too. And so both of those girls bought challenge packs from me. So really it was my old challenger who got me those 2 sales, and boom, just like that, they bought it. It was fabulous, right? But that's what I mean. You want to not forget your old challengers too. And Chantal, that girl who wrote, I want to be back in the group, she's somebody who I check in with all the time. I send her messages like every few weeks or every month. And how's it going? She has a back issue. We talk about that a lot. I'm not trying to sell her another challenge pack, but she just got me 2 more sales, right? So I think really go through your old challengers list and check in on them and offer, hey, do you want to get back in the group? Because maybe you need a little extra help, and maybe they have a friend who wants to join them.
Definitely.
And I have a question. Can everybody hear me? Do people take different approaches to like different age groups? So like speaking for me personally, like Amanda said, I just turned 21 and I'm a university student, and like just speaking personally, like with my friends, I've already started to mention things. And so I'm leaving for Cuba next Monday, but I told Amanda as soon as I'm back the following week, like I'm on board 100%. I'm going to start posting every day and really start to try and grow my business. But like the problem with a lot of like younger people and like students in general is that they're like, oh, the money, the this, the that. So like, I know you're speaking from a perspective with like children, and like I would also want to open up my business to hopefully eventually reach out to like family and like family friends so that I have like an older market and a younger market. But like, do you guys have like a different approach to different type of age groups? Because there is a huge difference with like the money and the time and the this and the that and everything like that.
I think for you as a 21-year-old, like I'm 37, your market, I would love your market. It's like 21-year-olds who need money. Hello, coaching opportunity. You're just going to recruit, and be the example, be successful at it. For me, my market, yeah, they have money, and that can be a problem because a lot of them are like, I don't need to coach. My husband makes however many $100,000s of dollars every year. So a lot of them are not interested. And, so we're going to have different struggles. For me, it's, those getting people who want to run this business in their 30s, late 30s, versus 21-year-olds who are really starting their careers and don't have much money. So buying that first challenge pack might be harder for your group, but signing them up as a coach, I think would be much easier for you than for my group.
Okay.
It's funny because I swear every age, like every year, it'll be a little different of an approach. For me, I am a 27-year-old who's unmarried without kids. Like I am an oddity in my friend group. So it's like, okay, I can't really target like the, 27-year-olds with kids. Like I don't really get that. Like I have a cat. So it's like, oh, I don't know how to do that. But I also like don't go to the bar, and I don't like really drink. So it's like, well, where I'm in this weird limbo. But for me, I'm all about like, I don't know how to describe it. I like to travel and free time. I like to have time for family and for travel. So I think, there's a lot of people in that position that have been out of university or high school for 10 years and are like, okay, I need to do something more. I'm craving more with my life. I went to university, I went to school, I have a job, but I feel kind of like, bleh, like I just need something that feeds my soul. So that's kind of who I target. So everyone's going to have a little bit of a different demographic, and personal development will really help you find out more about yourself, and then in turn, more about your market that you want to bring in, because you want your team of coaches to have like-minded ideals. And it's funny, as a new coach, it might not make sense now, but when we talk in 2 years on a team call, Tina, you'll be like, yeah, like my team, I get it. Like these women are such a complimentary addition to my team, but of me, you know, like like Coach Sarah and my coach Amanda and me, we're not the same people, but my gosh, there's some sort of thread, like a common thread that runs through us that brings us together. So sharing who you are will in turn attract the people that will be on your team and your challengers. So being really open and sharing who you are will help with that.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Okay, guys. Oh, go ahead.
I just asked one more thing, sorry.
Of course.
So for the people that have kids, I had someone say something quite rude to me about the security of my children and sharing their life. And I felt like that was kind of weird, but then it also kind of got me thinking because I'm adding all these random people on my Facebook. How do you do that? Because they are my life and that's what I'm going to be doing. They work out with me. I have them climbing on me when I do yoga. Like, that's just how it is. So, yeah.
My advice for that is just don't be posting pictures from their school and, saying at this school, picking up, like I share pictures of my kids too. And that's part of the journey. And I certainly block a lot of people who friend request me. And that doesn't mean people are not seeing it because the ones who aren't adding friend requests see all my stuff. And when I went on holidays to Hawaii, we were gone for 15 days and I was a bit worried. I thought, gosh, here I am just screaming publicly over social media that my house is empty. And, I thought, well, we have an alarm. We have people checking on the house. What are they going to steal my TV? I guess, it is an issue. Like I said, I wouldn't post where their school is, but I'm not afraid to share about my kids too, because they are part of my life as well. And I say their names on Facebook and I do it. Something to talk about with your spouse, how much of that you want to include and
let's share like your Shaco box with your address on the top of it.
Yeah, be smart, right?
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, photos of your kids, like if celebrities can get away with it without their kids being snatched, we probably can. So just like, just be smart about addresses. And like, how it'll say, do you want to tag the location of your photo? Just turn that option off.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Okay, guys, we are almost at an hour here. That was an amazing call. Thank you, Nicole, for all your insight and answering all those questions. It was really valuable. And, I know we talk about Success Club a lot, but there's a reason. It makes all the difference in a successful business. So keep pushing. You guys have a lot of time left in this month to hit that. And I'm so excited to hear where you guys all end up and if you surpass all of your Success Club goals for this month. So keep working hard. I know we all are. So we will see you guys again next Sunday. So have a great day, guys. Bye.